Okay, so we've got the set list that showed up, I guess, for the 2017 tour. This one is just, of course, the main set list, and the songs are pretty similar to what we've seen before. But then there's also an alternate set list, and you'll notice that it's pretty similar to some of the other ones we've seen previously. Now, A Slither is still no longer on the alternate set list. We've got Perfect Crime, Catcher in the Rye, Sorry, You're Crazy, the fast version, I Used to Love Her, and There Was a Time. So the only songs I believe they have not played is Perfect Crime and You're Crazy. The other songs they've played, and I don't think they would ever play Perfect Crime given the state of Axl's voice right now, but maybe as it gets better as the tour goes on, they'll maybe throw it in the set. So we also learned that it's Steven Adler's birthday today, so Slash and Duff both wished him a happy birthday on social media. And then here's a list of other famous people who share a birthday with Steven Adler. Probably some of the more notable ones include Sam Cooke, Steve Perry of Journey, and then of course DJ Jazzy Jeff of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which is a personal favorite show of mine. I used to watch it as a kid, and even now when I'm flipping through channels, if I see it on, I'll definitely watch it. So we've also got some more Steven Adler news now. His mother is writing a book. It's going to be out this Friday, and she did an interview with the New York Post, and I should also let you guys know that Steven Adler is also going to be doing an interview on Reddit. He's going to be doing an AMA this Friday, and in his mother's interview with the New York Post, she claims the same doctor who treated Prince for his addictions was pushing pills on her son Steven Adler. So in the interview, she said, "I'm so blessed my son is still alive despite the doctor overprescribing meds to him." Adler told the Post in an interview this week. Her memoir is due out Friday, so the doctor she's referring to is Dr. Howard Kornfeld. Now, Steven Adler reached out to Dr. Kornfeld back in 1995 when he was busted for driving under the influence. After several weeks in the hospital to detox, Steven was released to continue treatment on his own at his nearby rental. So his mother claims that she was shocked when she received the first pharmacy bill of more than $2,000. And she thought to herself, what kind of scam is this? What the hell is going on? So the book includes a list of 63 prescriptions her son was prescribed in 1 month, including Prozac, Valium, and Antabuse, used to treat alcoholism, and lithium for bipolar disorder. She said she researched the meds and learned why they were prescribed. And she said, but I could not fathom and it was never answered to my satisfaction why they needed to have 2 different types of psychotics, or 3 different types of sleeping medications, or 5 different types of painkillers, she writes. Even I know you shouldn't mix these different pills together. She complained to the American Medical Association and the California Board of Pharmacology, which found no evidence of impropriety, she said. Steven Adler completed 3 months of treatment with Kornfeld and immediately relapsed, visiting the drug dealer before he even returned to his home in LA, his mother writes. He is now sober, his mother says, and recently joined Guns N' Roses for several shows on the current tour. Dr. Kornfeld's office would not comment on Adler. So if you guys want to read the entire article, I've linked to it down below. This book is getting a little more interesting than I thought it would. I might pick it up if I can find it in a nearby bookstore. So let me know if you guys are going to go read his mother's book. I'm really excited to see what comes out of the AMA Reddit on Friday. I'll give you guys a full rundown of it. Let's move on to our next news. So if you guys have been watching the news the last couple days, you would have seen all of the women's marches around the world. So Slash tweeted out about it, and so did Duff as well. So they were showing their support for it. I wouldn't be surprised if they make some sort of mention at one of their concerts as well. Maybe Axl will say something. Let's move on to our next news. Turning now to some Matt Sorum news. So Matt Sorum was at NAMM this year, which is the National Association of Music Merchants, and he was jamming with Grateful Dead member Bob Weir, as well as a handful of other musicians from the Doobie Brothers and the Rascals. So there was a VIP party that was held at NAMM, and there's some video footage available of some of the performance. I've linked to it down below. But the all-star lineup for the private performance included Sorum, Skunk Baxter of the Doobie Brothers, Gene Cornish of the Rascals, and Robert Randolph, and of course Bob Weir. So Weir and the crew dug into some Grateful Dead classics, including Dark Star, The Other One, and Touch of Grey. Weir also performed a couple songs acoustically, so if you guys want to see some of the footage, I've linked to it down below. There's also some more photos as well, so go check that out, guys. Let's move on to our final piece of news. So with Guns N' Roses kicking off their Japan tour this year, we had some social media posts, of course, all across the internet, and Melissa Reese posted this photo after the first show in Osaka. I guess she was in a food coma, and the food looks pretty good, by the way, too. And this is just, I find this was an interesting photo. This was just before the Osaka concert. You can see this fella's holding one of Guns N' Roses guitar pick. And then we've also got some fan photos as well. This is a fan photo with Slash. There's also a fan photo with Axl as well. And Axl actually signed, I guess, a fan cell phone case, and he posted it on the MyGNR forums. And then also we've got the 26th year anniversary of when Guns N' Roses played their first show in 1991 at Rock in Rio 2. They played 2 nights. The first night, I believe, was the one that's all over YouTube, the one that was broadcast on TV. And, it was the first time we ever saw Matt Sorum on the band and Dizzy Reed, and heard a bunch of Use Your Illusion material for the first time as well. So there's rumors that Guns are supposed to be playing Rock in Rio in Brazil in September. They haven't been confirmed, but a lot of people are saying that's going to happen, and who knows, maybe they'll add some more South America dates. So stay tuned for that, guys. I'll keep you in the loop. That does it for today's Guns N' Roses news. Thanks for watching, guys, and make sure you subscribe for the latest GNR news and all things related to GNR, and make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at Guns N' Roses Daily. I will follow you guys back. If you don't know how to spell that, it's down in the description box below. Take care.